welcome to my house. Buck here, and you're fishing with Uncle Buck. In this episode, we're on mission 2, episode 2, over in Italy at the Tiber River. And we finished up the first mission, and our talking points throughout this series are going to be locating fish by their habits. And they got 5 habits, and we talked in the first episode of this series, we talked about the first one being the sufficient oxygen. In this one, we're going to talk about the next 2. That's going to be suitable temperature range, and we talked about that in the earlier videos, and we're going to talk a lot on adequate protection. So, with that being said, we're all geared up. We got what we need. Everything's loaded up. We're going to start off because we're going to go after that carp in the same spot over there at the western Tiber at the very far end. We're spelling in there. We're going to load up with some carp bait, grab him real quick, and then head up to the bridge. And that's where we're going to work on mission 2. So we're going after the European eel. We're going after the common barbel, and we've already caught him already. We're going after the common carp, and we're going after the Wells cat, and we've already got a young Wells cat already. We got that in the first mission, and the asp. And we should be able to get some chub and some asp up here at the bridge after we snatch this carp up. So let's jump in. We'll head over to the river. This time we'll go with a private room, I think. We didn't get bothered too much the other day with that one. So let's go fishing. And I got my baits all loaded up. Oh, what happened to my... I didn't pick up my rod stand. Oh. That's a little glitch. Huh. Alright. Since you want to be that way, I'll be right back after I deploy this. Well, I'm just trying to put the second rod down at this point, and the first one's still going off, just went off, so we may have grabbed our carp already. Now I got peas on this one. That's a level 34 bait. I know, don't yell at me. But like I said, I had salmonella balls on everything else. There's a common barbel, and he was actually on our list. So we can mark him off again. So we got him. We got him on peas. So let me try to get the rest of these rods out in the water. I'll be right back.
Listen to the crickets sing, the rattle of a dog chain. Listen to the southbound breeze just creeping through the trees and the creak of the weather vane. Sitting in a lawn chair, sending up a little prayer. I need some answers tonight. Turn my troubles down low, Lord, soothe my soul. One more time with a backyard lullaby of the working man.
There it is. There's our carp. Alright, so we can move on from this spot here. We got our common carp, so we'll knock him off the lip there, common carp. We've got a bunch of common barbels there. We ain't got our asp yet, and we need the European eel, and of course we did catch the Wells catfish. But where we're going is we'll probably catch a couple of Wells catfish there too. So let me clean up shop here and get everything ready to go, and I'll be back, and we're going to take a little walk over the bridge. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, we got everything cleaned up. We're going to take a quick hike, because we're not in the boat, so unfortunately we can only walk so fast. But this is the way that we got to get over to the bridge. But it's not too far of a walk.
Listen to the crickets sing, the rattle of a dog chain. Listen to the southbound breeze just creeping through the trees and the creak of the weather vane. Sitting in my lawn chair, sending up a little prayer. I need some answers tonight. Turn my troubles down low, Lord,
see it in sight. I'm gonna need a beer by the time we get there. Alright, now where we want to go is we want to come across to the other side of the bridge. And believe me, don't waste your time. I've tried it. Every single slot between those cables, you cannot fish off there. One time I was able to catch the game in a glitch, and I was able to get a float rod off the edge of this bridge. Now normally what I do is I run up here, come up to this bush right here. I run up here in the boat and just park my boat right over there. And then I can jump out real fast and fish this. But this is where we're going to fish. We're going to hit this right underneath of this bridge. I'm going to get my rod stand set up real quick. We're going to catch some chub, some ass, some yellow perch, some whales, catfish. And then we're going to move on and get this mission completed. So I'll see you in just a bit as soon as I get all the equipment set up. Okay, folks. I'm back. I got everything baited up here, so what we're basically going to go with is small, medium, and large cut bait, and we're going to go with small minnows. So I'm going to throw a couple out here, and I usually just hit these buoys, one on each buoy. Cut bait, we'll throw him up on that top buoy. We got some shiners on this guy, so we're going to throw him, he's a floater. Oh, let's check our depths real quick. Where are we at? 63. That's kind of deep for there. Let's go 50, somewhere around 56. That looks good. We'll throw him right in there. And last but not least, we got our Nero, and I threw some leeches on with him, so we'll see if we get any of those catfish to bite on these leeches underneath of that bridge. And this is part of what I wanted to talk about a little bit. Let's get me out of the way so we can see if anything is going on here. Adequate cover, adequate protection. Game fish, like I said before, they've learned how to stay away from us guys, and they venture from cover to find their food when they think that they won't be disturbed, and then it's right back the minute they feel this any threat of danger. All right, looks like we got somebody dancing underneath door number 4. Let's see who that is. We got shiners on this rod. This is our Arctics. This might be an ass. Oh, very nice one at that. We got ourselves a new personal record for me. I gotta like that. Attaboy, Buck. Look at you now. Bet you're all smiling there with that one now, aren't you? Let's get that. Let's see if we can get another one of them bad boys out of there. Where'd my bobber go? He done floated away on me. Come on up here, son. What you got? Leeches on you. Alright, let's throw you way over there. Alright. I'm watching way for him. So let's talk about that adequate protection then. When we're talking about streams, streams have the overhanging banks. They've got the rock in the current where you get the moderate current around that rock. The area under a ledge or a fallen tree or under a cut bank or even the depths of a deep pool. That's protection for fish. Now when you're dealing with lakes and ponds, you got the shady cover of lily pads, concealment of any type of vegetation. That's protection. So you got submerged roots, you've got brush piles and rocks. And the depth of the water itself is always protection for fish. So you always want to make sure you fish those deep holes. Now, members of the trout family, they're particularly shy, and they're going to be real hard to catch. So when we're looking at a place like this, this spot that we came up on here, we have to look at that. Now, what does this spot here provide for fish? Well, that bridge, that's protection, overhead protection. This is a pretty deep hole here in the middle. You've got moderate flow on each side of the bank. Now normally, and another thing to remember too, when you're looking at protection, normally when you're seeing a river or something like this nature, normally the shady side of the stream, because you've got your slower flow is going to be on your banks, closer to your banks, and the shady one is going to be normally that will produce a higher yield of fish for you in the shade. If you're fishing in the middle of the day, it's that protection thing that they love that shit. They gotta have it. And so you're looking for protection around abundant food. That's the next one we're going to talk about. Is the next two. In the next video, we're going to talk about reasonable comfort and abundant food. And those are your 5 basics that all fish have. Let's see if we can't throw this. I haven't even looked at our peaks yet for this place. Where are we at on our peaks? Let's take a quick look. Oh, we're not even close. Okie doke. Somebody wants to dance. All right. Let's see who's up here first. What do we got on here? These are small cut bait. Well, there's a young Wells catfish, and we've already got one, but okay, let's make this legit. We'll cross him off the list. We got him now. We got our ass. We've got our common carp already. We've got our common barbel. We need that eel now, don't we? Who is yelling at me? It's like my cat. That's another Wells catfish. Alright, we'll keep him. We need the money, don't we now? Alright. Well, all we need is that eel. Now you can catch that eel here. Actually, it can be caught here. We'll give it just a... I prefer to catch that eel up at this bridge at night, but we'll see. We'll give it another couple of minutes or so. We'll give her a good heave-ho here, and see if we can snag up one of these eels, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, we're going to move on down to our next spot, so I know where we can grab them. Okay, guys, I've got everything picked up here. We're going to go ahead and head on down. Let's go ahead and take a look at our map here. We were fishing up here at the Western Tiber. We're going to run over here to the bridge. We're going to take a look real quick because this is a place that you can catch the eel also. So we're going to dive in there real fast. And now for here, what you want to do, I wish you wouldn't put that pole in front of me. Put you out on the bridge, and you can just walk down here. That's right. Right in here. So once again, we're looking at adequate protection. I got the overhangs of the bridge, the concrete pillars that blocks the flow, so they have moderate flow on both sides of those pillars, in the front and in the back. You have your faster flow on each side. So we're going to throw here for a little bit. We're going to move over here just a hair. Right about here ought to do us pretty good. We'll get our rod stand out. What do you mean I can't put it in the oil? There we go. Alright, let's take a look at there and see what we can snatch up under the bridge real fast. So let me get my weapons out, get the sticks in the water, and I'll be right back. Well guys, I'm back. It's 4:21 in the morning, day one. I'm still at this bridge. The reason I wanted to come back in before I pulled all my gear in is I wanted to show you something about this bridge. If you notice, I'm on the other side of the bridge at this point. You can see my marker. We were over there on the other side. And you can't get under that bridge. It hits and it tells you that it hit the bank, and so you can't cast underneath there. However, if you jump on this side of the bridge and cross over, so now we've got the flow of the river is from right to left instead of left to right, the way it was flowing earlier. I wanted to let you know that you can take your float rods, because it's so difficult to get out there, to get underneath and fish under that bridge where they lay. And I've been catching them here. I basically filled my net up at 8 o'clock last night. And I've been just releasing fish, trying to catch that eel. And I have not got them. But you can throw out here, throw right in the front, because you can't throw underneath of here either from this side either. But because of the way the river, because of the flow, you can throw out here and you can get that thing to drift right underneath of that bridge, right along that pillar, right along the wall, and it'll do that. And you can yank fish out of there. So that was just a little something I wanted to let you guys know before I packed up shop here, because we're going to move to another spot. I have fished this thing out. It's almost going to roll over to another day. I did real well fishing for this river. Oh, I got my pole out here. Let's put him down then. Alright, put him down. Let's take a look at what we got for today, the fish keeper. I mean, I had to get rid of, because I was catching some nice, unique, and trophy fish, so I got rid of a lot of the Mission 1 fish that we needed, a lot of the panfish, dumped them out of the way. So we basically got ourselves some trophies. We ended up with 2 unis, 7 trophies, a lot of catfish, a lot of barbels, and we got some nice trophy asp and a couple of uni asps. Got a couple of trophy wells, some 46 30-pounder, 17-pounder. I brought some nice money. So anyway, we're going home this day with 23,544. So not too shabby for one day. What we're going to do is I'm going to close up shop here, and we're going to roll over. I'm going to extend to the next day, and we're going to move on down the river, and we're going to go after. We're going to head down this way. Next shot we're going to do, we're just going to keep coming down the river. This is the other spot where the eel, you can find the eel, and I think it should tell us in here about that the eel's in here, and it doesn't, but he's in here. Common carp, Wells cat, big catfish here, big catfish, a lot of big trout going to be in this one here right when we hit here. And I wanted to kind of start this mission. I was hoping to get that eel up here at the bridge so we could start the trout mission over here, because this is where we're going to catch some really big trout, and over here at the rocks, the Tiber Rocks, we're going to catch some nice trout. and that was where I wanted to finish up here, and because that's also where we're going to fish for the monster. But of course this eel has screwed my whole damn plans up. So we're going to go down here, we're going to grab him up here, and we'll get that mission over with, and we'll start the trout mission right here. But we're going to head over to here. Did I pick up my poles and everything yet? No, I didn't. Alright, let me get everything cleaned up and we'll be right back. Okay guys, everything's all cleaned up. We're ready to drop in here at Floating Feeder Heaven. Now, any further ado, let's do that. Okay, let's get this guy out of my hands again. Alright, this is where we spawn in at, right down here. And there's the old dam. You can see I got a couple of markers out there. That's the one on the left is trophy wells. The one on the right are trophy trouts. And I don't have one marked for that goofball eel, but he's a little bit to the left. So we're going to set up here and we're going to go after him first. So let's get down here. This looks like a good spot right here. We can hit all four sections there. So we'll go in here. And it should be all the same bait that we were fishing up there for. So let me get my hose in the water here and we'll see if we can't roust one of these fellers up. I'm just going to throw along the way that river bend comes out there, that little peak out there. I know if I get too close to the right, I'm going to be picking up a lot of catfish. So over on the left it should be carp, and hopefully we'll pick up our eel. Alright fellas, well there we go. We got sticks in the water and we're on the dance floor right away. Well, I don't want to miss opportunity with any of these guys, so let's just try to at least get this hook set in this guy. So I don't think this one is an eel. This one has a possibility. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. No. Well. Oh, I haven't extended yet. I gotta release. What am I doing? Come on, Buck. Pay attention to the damn thing, you dumbass. Two beautiful trout, trophy trouts that we can't, impossible to keep because my fish net's full. But like I said, we're gonna catch some nice trout over here. All right, let's take care of business here. I can't do this with all these poles out. So let me get ourselves extended like I should have before we put the poles in the water, and I'll be right back. I'm back, guys. We got sticks in the water. We got somebody knocking on the dance floor. We got a nice clean fish net. So now maybe we can keep some fish. But this definitely is not an eel. Ourselves catfish here. And we got the wrong quiver tip on our feeder poles. I forgot. Come on now, I got another dance partner here, catfish. Come on. You're not being very nice, and I ain't got time to play around with you. There we go. 11 pounder. We'll keep him. Alright. Let's do that real quick. Change our quiver tip over. There we go. Now we're a little heavier. Just in case we do. We don't really need him for that eel, but we seem to be catching a lot of. I'm going to go further out for that eel. See what we can get him there. And see, I'm going to have to replace all these feeder tips. So we might as well just... I'll do that. I'll be right back. Well, we're back with the first dance of the morning. After we blew those two nice European brown trout. And look, we've been catching these just all night long. Like we need another Wells catfish. Alright. Let's go back at it. We're not getting anything that we need. Finally, we've got our European eel. That little bastard. Oh, man. All that trouble for that little critter. Downsized to one on hook. Had to wait till nighttime. We got him. Do not keep him, Buck. What's wrong with you? Release. And there, that completes Tiber River, Italy, Exploration II. We got that over and done with, and we can start on our trout, finally. Alright guys, this has been a tough one. That eel took me a while to get a hold of him. Don't be surprised if it does. Your best bet though, attack him at night. Just hit the peak at night. I tried to hit him up there at the bridge on day one night, and I had no luck that night. But didn't take too long here. Once we fast forward, I fast forwarded up. The bite died off about 9 o'clock at night. I fast forwarded off to 11, and by 1 o'clock we had him. So we didn't do too bad. We got $11,000 today. A lot of perch today. So we gotta make a little bit more money. So we're gonna stick around and finish fishing this peak. Got a couple of nice trophy cats. Not bad there at all. So I think we have a little bit longer left to go in the peak. Oh yeah. So I'm going to hang around and fish a little more. And then we'll be back for the third mission, Tiber trout. Thanks for watching. And remember, never ever give up the fight.
Listen to the crickets sing, the rattle of a dog chain. Listen to the southbound breeze just creeping through the trees and the creak of the weather vane. Sitting in my lawn chair, sending up a little prayer. I need some answers tonight. Turn my troubles down low, Lord, soothe my soul.